what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Stand to attention, I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say, don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Turn around, shoot it, not turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom boom boom, you get up the face. We got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the trend are gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say? Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome. Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Raiders and the Broncos coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They could fake it. They could say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Just performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Slot receiver headed left. On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Bertolet able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. And have him gain up about a handful there. Sent down by Cody Barton. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Richardson back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
To throw, here's Nix. Has a man, it's Ertz. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now Nix on third down. Finds Mims. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, Nix. Buying some time left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just a field goal separate. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw here from Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. They'll throw again. Richardson. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Man in motion here. Trying again, following the sack. Vacates quickly left side. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Come on. Hit Warriors, 70. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Now, after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Lays out left side and gets it. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line. They go play action on first. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Mims with the grab. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing here, Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Nix off the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Escapes the pocket. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And he's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action with Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He lofts it deep left. He has the touchdown. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years.
I'm getting
and
a new
years. Maybe
cooker.
not to each other, but since Pop Warner, they've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Nix with it on first. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play. Run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Bertolet able to knock it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go now.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Michael Penix with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert getting the job done again as the win moves his guys to a terrific 9-2 on the year. These 2 teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate? These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewart.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He beams one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Richardson on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this one touchdown inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throw left side, complete. Has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Nick's looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And there's a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Nix. Finds a man right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that's one of the moments. You just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he gets it up across the 30 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On the run, oh brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and long for Nix. Dumps it off to... Oh, he loses the football. And the Raiders get to it.
3rd down, and you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. He loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Rolling out to his left. And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. They're going play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from low.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line. From the 38. Diggs there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's White on the give. And he drives this forward to the 6. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down for him.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
19, Charger, 19. Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff to Laube. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders. Frying Ford on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Bronco. Response in order as they take over. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And no luck there, that throw falls to the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On third down, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Fits it through the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. The Raiders and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off, Brandon Jones. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
straight ahead with Williams. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Fullback dive up the gut. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Back to the well again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they...
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottle, but my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil went walking my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Flip mode. check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice grilly, what the